The subject of this study at this time is subconscious mind. You may not know it, but you are dealing with a secret operator. And that operator operates in you and through you and in your life. I'd like to read a verse of Scripture from the Bible. Jeremiah, the 17th chapter and the 9th verse. And for emphasis, I'm going to have you repeat it after me. The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? And now, from the words of the Master Jesus, from St. Matthew, the 6th chapter and the 4th verse. Thy Father, who seeth in secret, shall reward thee openly. The term heart, as used in the Scriptures, indicates the deep, subconscious level of mind in the individual. And so, the Scripture says that the heart is deceitful. The subconscious mind in the individual is deceitful. This really means that it is super secretive. And yes, even tricky. The tricks of the subconscious mind. Now, once I teach you the tricks of the subconscious mind, you will know how to handle these tricks. And you will know how to avoid dirty tricks. Because sometimes it may seem that life is playing dirty tricks on you. We often hear people complain, that isn't fair. This isn't right. Why? You're going to find out some of this over the next few minutes as we analyze the tricks of the subconscious mind. Because the heart is deceitful, indicating that the subconscious mind is super secretive and tricky. The deep subconscious level of mind is an undercover agent, a secret operator. It operates upon impressions which the conscious mind has forgotten. Now here is putting the finger on some of the trickiness of the subconscious mind right away. I want to read that statement again. The subconscious mind, the heart, the deep level of mind, operates upon impressions which the conscious mind has forgotten. The Master Jesus says, every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment. The subconscious mind in you is always being impressed. It is always recording. And it does not forget. You may glibly say something and pay no attention even to what you're saying. And the subconscious mind picks it up and it will throw it back at you, and you will wonder, where in the hell did all of this come from? But you truly curse when you add something negative to I am. But again, one of the tricks of the subconscious mind is that the subconscious mind does not take a joke. This is the true meaning of the words that I would hear time and time again as I was growing up in the South. Don't play with God. And as a matter of fact, the Lord even says in the Bible time and time again that man is not to tempt God. Too many times people are unconscious of when and how they are setting themselves up for dirty tricks, for negative experiences. You remember one of the commandments reads, the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain. And you see, again, people don't understand what it means to take the name of the Lord in vain. Whenever you add something negative to I am, you're doing what? Taking the name of the Lord in vain, because what I am is the name of the Lord. Meaning I am is the nature of the Lord. Meaning it is the nature of I am to become whatever you add to it. The Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain. The Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name even in a joke. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. For the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain. We are only to add positives. We are only to add that which is good, that which is loving to I am. When we add anything that is not good, that is not loving, that is not positive to I am, we are doing what? Taking the name of the Lord in vain. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me underscore this to you, because here again, this is the source of some of the tricks of the subconscious mind. The Lord is not going to hold you guiltless if you take his name in vain, even in a joke, even if you don't know any better. The Master Jesus revealed that too and said, now, if you know my will and you don't do it, you will be beaten with many stripes. Don't set yourself up for a dirty trick. You see, many times people set themselves up for dirty tricks and they don't even know it. The subconscious mind does not forget. And yet there are ways of erasing things from the subconscious. There are ways of doing it. Forgiveness is one, if it is true and if it is deep. Another way of getting things out of the subconscious mind is here again by filling the subconscious mind so full of the opposite idea that it crowds out the original idea. That's why around here we are constantly affirming and using that old cliche, health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, and money. And if you keep shouting health at the subconscious mind, that is going to supplant sickness. If you keep impressing the idea of happiness upon the subconscious mind, that is going to supplant the blues, depression. If you keep suggesting love to the subconscious mind, that is going to supplant hatred. If you keep suggesting success and prosperity to the subconscious mind, that is going to supplant failure and poverty. If you keep suggesting money to the subconscious mind, that is going to supplant being broke or lack of money. Now, I'm saying this because there are a lot of you here, I don't want you to become discouraged. Many times the subconscious mind receives a shock. This is another way, by the way, that you can change something in the subconscious mind, by shock. This is why I cuss sometimes. There are certain little techniques. You can use tricks on the subconscious mind as well as the subconscious mind uses tricks on you. You can trick it. Yes, the subconscious mind can be tricked too. And I've talked about this example many times. Most of the time in the Bible, the subconscious mind is symbolized as a female, but not all the time. You can trick the subconscious mind into accepting a new idea when you understand that it works by feeling. There is a certain feeling associated with a certain blessing. Now, this is another thing that happens with some of the stuff that gets thrown back at you from the subconscious mind, and you swear, I never thought this, I never said this. Yes, but how have you been feeling? If you permit a certain feeling to impress your subconscious mind, you are going to get the results of that feeling. The source is blind to a lot of things. The source does not care who. The source is blind to race. The source is blind to person. And it blesses on the basis of feeling. But the Father's blind to which boy? The Lord is no respecter of person. Whoever came to the Father and felt right got the blessing. If you'll go to the Father and feel rich, the Father will bestow the blessing on you. Now, the intellect may say it isn't right for this person to be so rich and other folks to be so poor. But the Father is blind to all of that. The Father blesses on the basis of feeling. That person went to the Father with a rich feeling and felt rich to the Father, and the feeling got the blessing. Father, the source of all good, is blind and will bless whoever comes to it with the right feeling. So let's add a new dimension to our prayers and understand that prayer is more than just a religious exercise, that in prayer we are attempting to get the right feeling. Because the Father, the source, only asks one question or made one request: come close, my son, that I may feel you. So in prayer you draw nigh to the source of all good with the feeling of the good that you desire. If you want riches, come with a rich feeling. If you want healing, come with a healing feeling. If you want success, come with a successful feeling. If you want money, come with a money feeling. If you want love, come with a loving feeling. Whatever you feel like to the source will bless you with that. Feeling gets the blessings. And that's really the secret of the trick. Now, I want you to notice also, there was a lot of deliberate preparation. When Jesus said, your Father who sees in secret shall reward you openly. Father is the subconscious mind. The source of all good sees in secret. Nobody knows what you're feeling in your heart. But the Father feels your feeling in secret. Rewards you openly. Everybody sees the nice car you're driving, but they didn't see way down in your heart when you were feeling that car. Yes, we're dealing with the tricks of the subconscious mind. I must feel right to the Father. Make this a part of your prayer. A part of your prayer must be invoking the feeling. So what is that? It is an invocation of feelings. One of the ways that people get tricked, quote unquote, in dealing with life and the subconscious mind again is in the feeling nature. We tell you to be careful what you think. God knows we do. I pound that into you, don't I? And we've had good poundings, and rightfully so, about positive thinking. But we also need to do a lot of preaching and teaching about the power of positive feeling. Because I think sometimes we miss that in talking about the power of positive thinking. And so we go around all the time wondering, am I thinking positive? Am I thinking positive? Am I thinking positive? You see, because here again, your positive trend of thinking must become not just intellectual, but it must be subconscious. It must become subconscious. It must be subjectified. You have got so much stuff that's been put into your subconscious mind by all of this negative conditioning that, let me tell you, you've got a job to get it out. I want to emphasize that because, as I say, feeling is a source of many of the tricks of the subconscious mind. How was the blind father of the subconscious mind tricked? How? By feeling. Now, the subconscious mind will always bless you on the basis of your feeling. And there's a lot of talk today, and it's wonderful, beautiful also, about the power of positive confession. That's good. I don't care what you call it. Now, I say in my brand of mind science that when an impression does reach the subconscious mind, it reaches it as feeling. The subconscious understands feeling, and even visualization. When the impression of visualization is translated to the subconscious mind, it is translated as feeling. We visualize so that we can feel it. Now, you, as students of mind science, are going to have to become just as much aware of your feelings as you are of the power of your thought. I believe now you've got to go deeper. To quote a good old Christian hymn again that says, deeper yet I pray. Dr. John Boffman has a book out also, Beyond Positive Thinking. Yes, and you do have to go beyond just mere intellectual, conscious, positive thinking. Your positive thinking has to go beyond just the conscious level. The conscious mind cannot guard negative thoughts sufficiently. But there's a secret in this. There's a verse of Scripture that says, set a watch, O Lord, before my mouth, and keep the door of my lips. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against. When the deep subconscious mind of the heart becomes filled and baptized with the Spirit of the law, then the law of God, the law of good, becomes a tendency in the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind becomes governed by what? The law of the Lord. And then negative thoughts will just roll off of it like water off of a duck's